The next module every integrated software provider has direct access to is voter registration.
The most startling thing was that was the primary of 2022. We started in June, and we were getting daily updates because that list of people that request mail-in ballots, for example, gets updated on a daily basis. And as we're going through this list of addresses, a road jumps out at me because it was local to my town called Red Belly Road. I looked at it, it just jumped off the page at me. I went and looked at Zillow, couldn't find it. Couldn't find it in Google, couldn't find it in any of the tax appraiser records. And then we were like, what's going on here? Where'd this road come from? So we went and looked to see who was currently at that road, because we had the current voter rolls, and we noticed that 37 people at that month, in that month that we were looking at. Lo and behold, everything came back as 12th Street. And then when we looked up 12th Street, all these people existed. Their deeds matched, the addresses matched, everything was in Google, everything. So it was like, okay, how did these people go from 12th Street now to a fake address? And out of those 37 people, 5 of them requested a mail-in ballot. As we're looking through this, we get the new disc for August. We check the new disc again for these same voter IDs. Now everybody's been switched back to 12th Street. So if you're following the timeline, they were 12th Street in the 2020 election. They switched to Red Belly Road somewhere around June. They requested 5 mail-in ballots that showed delivered. Why on earth would they show these ballots as being delivered to a fictitious address? And then right in time for the official results of the election, they were switched back to 12th Street. We always thought that the voter rolls were static, kind of like a piece of sheet of paper that you're just appending new records. We didn't think that older records were being manipulated in real time during the election. That example of Red Belly Road was what we call an address flipper. That in our mind is identity theft because we actually went and had affidavits on everybody on that street right after the election. No one knew what we were talking about. No one asked for their address to be changed, and more importantly, nobody on that street asked for a mail-in ballot. So the other ones that we saw was the insertions. Insertions was basically you would see somebody that was previously marked inactive in another county. They would be reactivated and slipped into a new county, and sometimes their birth date would change, sometimes their name would change, and in most cases their party changed. So we were seeing them slip these new people into new counties, and then per the supervisor election, if they're looking at that person, they would just think that this is a new person that just moved into the state. They had no idea that they were previously marked inactive in another county. And then the last one is probably the most troubling is deletions. For example, Palm Beach County had 53,000 people removed from the voter rolls for a month, and then they came back in December. So they were just deleted for 1 month, and then the next disc that we got, they were put back. And this was Trump's county during the election. I am to believe that you passed in a mail-in ballot in October, and you were deleted in November from the voter rolls? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
So the first pattern I looked at is our Secretary of State publishes how many people are registered in every county and every precinct on a monthly basis. So I started by plotting that, and I found that all of the counties would change by approximately the same percentage every month. This enormous buildup in registrations in every county, and they're all going together in unison, all 33 of them. And then I plotted how many people were being registered by day for each county. They had this perfect weekly repeating pattern. So I just knew that isn't real, that you cannot have 8 people show up every Tuesday in Doña Ana County to register, and 6 of them are going to be Democrats, and 1 will be a Republican, and 1 will be a declined to state. That's just not how people do things, especially not in 2020 when everything was shut down.
If you think about like a dashboard where you can watch a vote happening in real time, somebody could sit there and easily figure out, okay, my candidate needs to have X amount of votes. I have all of the things I need to fabricate that. I have all the vote rolls, I have all the mail-in ballot rolls that I can clearly just turn on, fabricate whatever result I need, and then that is essentially given as the official tabulated result, basically from their website.